Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Ciao. Ciao. Besties, get in here, ciao. We gotta talk. So, my opinion, Ken do not want it with Martell. But we gonna see next week. Because Ken, of course, he buff, his back is built. He look like Bluto from Popeye. Yeah, he probably got hands. I'm sure he does. But Martell has drama. He got stress. He has rage. He got disappointment. He got mad. He got all the things. He's stressed. I think he could get with you on this real quick, buddy. But we will see how it unfolds. I saw the previews. Here go Chris Fletcher, always in the middle. They go bowling next week, and it comes up because I can't really read them, because there's so many moving parts with Martell acting like he know her. Then he do know her. Then she went to school with his brother, and Marceau worked with her sister, and Chris Fletcher is her mother's cousin. Not her cousin, but her mother's cousin. And he almost introduced them. And it's just like, we'll see. And what does it have to do with you, Ken? Like, you can't check somebody on how they operate. He has not disrespected Trisha in any way. Stop inserting yourself. Just stop it. Cause I think Martell could get with you. He has a lot of going on in his head. And he would love to take it out on you about this mess. He's a little ticky boom. You better be careful. Cause you run around here a little soft right now. You want to get married. You mad your girlfriend. You the side dude. You mad. You in your feelings. Don't get your butt kicked. That's all I'm saying, besties. Now, we know what happens with Destiny and Sunny. So I got a question, y'all, and trust and believe. I'm just talking. This is entertainment. We're not trying to put our moral compass into every scene and the situation. But do y'all think Destiny could spin the block with Moses? What y'all think? I'll just put it in the comments. I ain't into that, and I don't condone it, and I'm no. But I'm just saying. I'm just looking at what I see on my TV with my eyes, with the TV shows, my eyes. I think Destiny could still kick it with him, and probably would want to. Sunny or no Sunny, she's the weaker link, and child Marceau, no, he loved him some Melody, child. Marceau, how come everybody know it but Tisha? Child Marceau loves him some Melody. He jumps at the opportunity to have a sit down with just him and Melody. And have you noticed he is always there first? He probably get there an hour early. He want to see her driving down the street, turning the corner, parking. He want to guess where she gonna park. He want to see her slide out the truck, close the door with the remote. He want to see her look up, have her shades on, walk up. He just want to see her hold the door, how she opens the door and comes in, and how, child, honey. So, besties, what do you rate this episode? It was good. I think I'm gonna actually go back and rewatch it after this, just so I can watch it without taking my notes. So, I'm gonna give this week's show. It was a to be continued, and we'll get started. But I think I'm gonna give it a B. I don't ever put a plus or a minus on stuff, huh? I be trying to just give it a straight B. I do put pluses and minuses sometimes, so I'll give it a B. Let's get into it. Okay, so it's a to be continued from last week. Melody and Marceau are sitting down in the coffee shop, tea shop, whatever, and they're continuing about this free Martell text that he texts to the anchor friend at the news station. So she's explaining to him, like, partner, this is DV. Like, stop playing. You talk about pray free him. And so she said she should kick his butt right here in this store right now. And she says, he could have texted her and asked her, if her and the kids were good. So Marcel, his response was pretty, I get his point. He said, your response would have been, who is this? They already know how you can be, Mel. So Melody says, I have your number in my phone. And so Marceau said he just did not feel comfortable texting her about the drama. And he said like it would seem like he was, being nosy and just trying to stir up mess. So, because he said he don't text her no other time. So why would he get all into it now? And it's like because some drama happened. But I agree. I think Melody wasn't responding to people because didn't Carlos King, I think she talked to him. No, remember the brother said she wasn't answering. She wasn't even answering his call or his text, and he came to her house. So yeah, they know how you are, Mel. So so Mel says, well, you could have had your wife check on me. And so Marcel was like, yeah, but you know what? When we looked at all the information, he was like, this was 2 years ago. And so she like, yeah, and so she says, so this is the dude you chose to be friends with. So they going back and forth. He like, well, this is the dude you chose to have kids with and chose to be with and all this. And so she was like, you knew him before me. And she just kept saying it over and over because she's trying to keep him from commenting. You knew him before me. You knew him before me. She just trying to overtalk him, control the narrative, and keep him from having a comeback. And so they do this back and forth. And then she says, moving forward, I ask that you give me the same courtesy that I give y'all. And I just love her little country draw. But she said y'all. I just like that. She is from the South. So when she's like, so when people ask her, she says when people ask her about them, and then they get into the lawsuit, the this, the that, the this, the cheat, the da da da. She says she doesn't have anything to say. So he asks, when have we gave up anybody's business? Chad, then they flash back to Melody telling Marceau about him talking about her online. Then he says it's her crazy fans that are just absolutely brainless. Oh, Marceau, don't you come for the millimeters like that? And Marceau, you a fan too. Lightweight, Marceau, you're a millimeter. Boo-boo. Hello? Does anybody agree? Besties, let me know. Marceau, you are a dang old millimeter. You a fan of males? So he tells her she has this army of zombies following her, and she knows it. An army of zombies. And so she enables them, from talking about Martell. So Melody says, I ain't enabling no bleep, bleep, bleep body. You want me to control people that I don't know. And he says, try to. And it's like, so I like how she says, well, your mother-in-law been dragging her and her mama and the kids for years, calling them all kind of BITC beeps, but you can't control her. Right. That's what I'm saying. And you almost can't control Tisha with this new Tisha. She's so activated. So she says she's not doing the shenanigans in 2024. Cat Williams set the pace. He set the standard for this year for us. So she like, I'm not doing this shenanigans with you. You want to sit here and play in my face. This was, I'm paraphrasing, but that's what she meant. She was like, she got to go. She got to go. She about to get up. And Marceau is like, Melody, just relax. Melody, relax. He don't want her to go. He don't want it to end. But Melody gets up, getting ready to leave, and she tells him to tell his family to keep her name and her kid's name out of their effing mouths. And I have never heard Melody talk like this. I get it. She's mad, but it must be something else that got her this upset. Cause she is mad, like mad. I believe there's something else to this because I have never. We've no, we've seen her go off. We've seen her go off on Martell, but the cussing was just. It was high today. I'm like, ooh, there's something else going on. We're gonna find out. Do y'all know? Is there something else that we don't know? Does anybody, any of the besties know the backstory? Mel's rage, or maybe this is just I have had enough. You know, maybe this is just she's just So okay, in the confessional, Mel says that this is the double standard that exists in this family, this friend group that she talking about. Like y'all be quiet when Martell get to acting foolish, but when it come to me, my fans, I activate my fans, and I can tell them that I can control them. People she doesn't know. So Melody is walking out the coffee shop and she tells Piper and Leaf that she will be back, honey, because that tea was good. And so Marcel, in his confessional, is saying that Melody is running from the truth. She knows what the millimeters do for her and she likes it, and that's why she's not stopping it. So then Marceau is stuck paying the bill. So he's like, that's what these women do. They come in here, get loud, and leave. Marceau is tea. It wasn't a prime rib dinner. It's tea. Two teas. I'm sure it was no more than $13, $14. You got it. Knock it off. So next scene is Stormy she is about to meet up with Destiny, and honey, she walks in with her leopard and her natural curls are banging. She looks really cute with her natural curls. It makes her facial features really pop. So she's meeting up with Destiny to tell her that she invited Sunny and Moses to her gala, and it's just like Stormy. Stormy, 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 Stormy. Why do you have to invite? You chose to invite everybody to your gala, right? Why are you taking everybody out to eat to talk about who you invited? Just, I don't know. I don't know. Stormy, I don't know. No one does that in real life. You invite who you invite. Let people ask, who did she invite? If you have an issue with somebody, then you should, if you know people have issues with each other, you should choose one or the other. Now you got to sit here and referee these folks at your gala. You supposed to be here promoting your business and celebrating your body glaze and promoting canvas, and now you got this. But I guess it's reality, right? And this is what we're here for. So okay, we'll take that. Okay, so they talk about their boys, how they're growing up and everything. And Stormy just moved into a new warehouse and she's busting out of this one. So she's gonna look for a bigger one. And she's just grateful for the blessing to be able to, to grow. So she's what's with 30,000 square feet now. And so there was a blogger that came to her business and that was acting a fool because probably because she didn't get her. I think I heard a backstory, and I know who the blogger is. I got the name, and I'm not gonna blast it. If you want to know, you go to the YouTube streets and find out, child, just like I did. But there was she's an older lady. She called herself going to confront them because she didn't get her order, and then she had some more orders, and I guess she wanted to pay on the spot. But another blogger was saying they're calling her a stalker, sorry, because because Stormy has moved like 2 or 3 times, and this woman has gone to every location. And so she finally met up with Courtney at the front door of the warehouse. That's what I heard yesterday. So Stormy was so emotional about it because she was like, who does that? And so Courtney stopped the lady at the door, and she was going to her warehouse because she didn't, like I said, she didn't receive her orders. And so clearly we know she was just being nosy. And allegedly Stormy came out and gave her a tongue lashing. And that was that on that. Then Stormy asked Destiny about Mel, like have they talked, blah blah blah. And Destiny says no. And you know, Destiny, she just gives you no. She don't give you no extra. She answers the question. And I find out she's a Taurus, and my best friend is a Taurus, and yes, they have that in common. They will answer what you ask. You're not getting too much more. You have to ask. You have to ask for that. So Destiny's like, no. So Destiny tells her about the podcast and how it was good energy. And so Destiny questioned that, oh, it was good energy. So it was like, oh, she's talked to someone else who was there that told her something different. And so Dusty was kind of like, Mel plays in the gray area, but she wants everybody to be black and white with her, but she likes to play in the gray area a lot. And like, she's like Corilla DeVille, and she's kind of mocking the outfit that Melody had on because remember, she had on a suit, a pantsuit, and one side was white and one side was black. So, pretty much throwing shade at her outfit. And like a lot of people are saying, Destiny will always keep Melody's name in her mouth, and that's a shame. But there's a lot of jealousy in amongst this cast. There is. Goodness gracious. Um, so Stormy tells her she's inviting Martell, and she wanted Melody to know. So then Destiny says, "Why did you invite him?" So Stormy was like, I want to invite everybody, single, entangled, married, side piece, talking, engaged, bring a friend, blah, 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 blah. She just invited everybody. Bitter, side piece, newlyweds, side dude, side chick, married for 100 years, divorced, single. She just wants to invite everybody. It's all about love. So she doesn't believe she's gonna come. Well, she said Melody's not coming. And then Stormy tells Destiny that she invited Sunny and Moses. And so Destiny's like, I don't have I don't feel no way about it. I used to, but I don't anymore. And then she just kind of go, eh. And so Stormy's getting in, she wants to get more involved. So she's like, yeah, what's going on with that? So Destiny says, he reached out to me. He showed up without his ring on. He was talking in circles. Him and his wife was trying to help her, talking about him and his wife was trying to help her. And she was your producer and she was professional. So Destiny's, they all say that what he was saying seemed rehearsed. It seemed as if Sunny produced what he had to say to Destiny. And yeah, maybe that's why she was asking, what does she have on? It was like, girl, an ex gonna show up cute. You're jealous of Destiny, and you saw what they had on. Destiny is all cute with her sequins back out, long dress with the hood. And what do Sunny have on? She had on a red overcoat dress, plain, no jewelry, no zhuzh, barely any makeup, and that's fine if you plain Jane. But Destiny was coming through with the cuteness. Girl, sit down, and she should have sat down. Anyway, so Destiny gonna say, well, if she was professional, then she wouldn't have been on your dingaling. And I was like, yes, Destiny, say that. Yes. She said she had to rip the band-aid off, and so she said, the problem is you wanted me to date you like you were my girlfriend. You wanted to be courted and wooed, and she wasn't going to do that. And it's like, stop, Destiny. Let's stop. Because she keeps saying that. And if you're going to be in a relationship, Destiny, you are supposed to court your guy. You are supposed to woo him. Who's supposed to woo him if his woman ain't wooing him? That's why y'all not together. You didn't come to his birthday party, and he's paying you dust. And even Stormy was like, "Oh, he was crying about you not coming." He should be crying about his woman not coming to his birthday party. I mean, what are you talking about? I don't think Destiny understands how to be in a relationship. I really don't. It seems like she's self-centered and everything is about her. She seems, Destiny, if you're listening, do not come for me. I'm just saying what I believe I see on my TV. But to me, Destiny, you seem lazy. You seem lazy. It seems like you have, and I know you're close with your dad. It seems like your dad has coddled you and spoiled you, and you may believe that a man is supposed to just come and take care of you, and you don't have to do nothing. That's just what it seems like, and you are struggling with that because he want you to be his girlfriend. That is such a rude thing to say. It's like, no, you wanted him to be you wanted him to be an ATM machine, and he saw through you. He was like, I ain't gonna keep taking care of you and that son of yours, and you went and got married on him and all this and all that. Like, I really want them to give us. I want all three of them. Maybe not Sunny, but they need to just give us the real timeline and let's start from the beginning. Who knows the truth? Who knows the truth? But you wanted me to be your girlfriend. Why does she keep saying that? Was he asking you for? He wasn't asking you for money because you was too busy asking him for money. So what are you saying? What exactly do you mean by that, Destin? Can you please break that down? Because you keep saying that. So he was paying her dust because he probably felt like, oh yeah, she all she wants is money, and he came to your birthday, but you didn't come to his. Hold on, Bessie, I need some water. And so I'm sitting here like, well, Destiny, like, all the stuff you're saying is what you wanted from him, and he wasn't gonna do that. Oh, I'm on Team Moses right now in that part. Like, we know that. So anyway, she brought up him being mad because she didn't come to the birthday party. She said it's a get back, and so Stormy asked, "You haven't seen her?" And she's like, "No. Why would I see her?" So it's just like, that may be true. I don't know. But St. Louis, I would assume, I've never been to St. Louis, but I'm going to assume St. Louis is a big city, like every city, whatever, right? And that man is fine. Moses is fine, honey. He is fine. Yeah, I believe he can get anybody. And I don't really see the chemistry between him and Sunny. It doesn't come off into the TV. Maybe they're reserved, they're just being quiet. It's weird. They're always in a weird space when we see them. Um, and maybe they should show us some stuff with just them doing something. Like, I would just like to see, how they chill at the house. Well, I think they're in a hotel. But you know what I'm saying? I would like to see them go out and be on a date and do something. All they talking about is destiny, 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 destiny. And it's like, you're supposed to be focusing on you and him. Like, girl, you better be careful because it seems you might be pushing him back to destiny. Because just, this may be a little insecurity on your part, Miss Sunny. So we go to Tisha and Marcel. They're at their office, I think his office, and MJ is there, and she's their new chief of staff. So she's there to help them with their businesses because they have so many. And Tisha, she's so overwhelmed with being a mom and a business owner and a wife and a daughter and an auntie and a friend and a fake friend, and she just can't handle the businesses. So this lady MJ is going to be their property manager, but she's about to leave and go help out at Black. So she leaves, and so Marcel is telling Tisha about his meeting with Melody, and so Tisha's like, oh, she's gathering everybody one at a time, one by one, and so what else was she said? She said, oh, okay. So Marcel was saying that she was mad at his statement that he made, But with the statement, free Martell, and also, praying for everybody involved. But Melody is not even addressing the praying part. She's addressing the free Martell part. So Tisha's like, well, that was nothing to be upset about, So he's like, well, you didn't call her, we didn't check up on her. And so Tisha misactivated is like, we ain't pressed like that about calling her and all that. She don't respond no way. And she was like, and I'm not going in her DM either. I was like, oh girl, Jesus, what are those batteries in your back gonna die? So Marceau is bringing up Wanda doing the social media thing, like, your mom's doing this social media thing. And Tisha says she told her mom not to talk about Mel. And so, it's been like the millimeters versus Wanda, and this has been going on for years. So Marceau is saying, like, she has some valid points. And so the teacher's like, well, I can't control them, but she has to try to. She can control them. She got to at least try to control them. That's what she was saying. And so Marcel was like, but no, she has a valid point. And it's like, Tisha. So Tisha say, no, it's not, because she tells them to activate. And so did Tisha say, so should we tell my mom that? And it's like, Tisha, Wanda is already activated, just like you are nowadays. It's funny how you're saying that she could tell her friends, to pipe down, but you can't tell your mother to. Like, in which you're asking your mother, it's a respect thing. Why is a mother, a grandmother, or maybe a great grandmother sitting here talking about another woman's children online? Like, where is the moral compass now with that? Like, it's a shame that you got to tell your mother to be quiet, and she won't. But yeah, and you see how if you can't control your own mama, you telling Melody that she can control some people she don't know. Okay, girl. Okay, so where's my wait. So hold on, y'all. Okay, so Tisha says those fans are crazy. And so he says, Tisha, two things can be right at the same time. She can control her fans, but she's not. And you're not saying anything to your mother either. So here go Tisha. She didn't even respond to that. She's deflecting. Mel made a valid point. Okay, so here go Marcel. Mel made a valid point. I'm gonna accept it, adapt to it, do my best to change it, and grow. This is both of them in his confessional. And so Tisha looking like, and so Marcel was like, baby, that's how we win. And I want to say, who is we win? You and Melody? I'm telling y'all, Marcel is a millimeter. He said he is going to accept it, adapt to it, do his best to change it, and grow. Honey, vote Marcel for the president of the millimeters. Honey, he takes on every piece of advice from Melody. And he said, why not? It's a good idea. Okay, so honey, we are at the day. It's the day of the gala, honey. We are ready for action. We got aerial dancers in the air, in their rings. They have on, we see the theme is red in any shade thereof. There's food, there's places set, there's balloon arches in the front of the place. We ready. Okay, so Ken and Trisha comes. Stormy gives them their assignment. And I'm sitting here like, boy, that was a lot of instruction to be giving somebody like right now. I'm like, they should have rehearsed, honey. Trisha is scary and nervous, and yeah, she needed time. Now, she coming, she got butterflies. Her stomach is probably in a knot. Her teeth are wired together. She's scared. And you give her do this, excuse me, do this, and when you get finished, do this, and then do this. It's like, girl, you needed a rehearsal. So then Who shows up? Oh my goodness. Okay. Who shows up? Hold on, y'all. I can't even get it together. Okay, some more folks show up. We're gonna keep it moving. And then Nell and Chris shows up. Oh, Moses and Sunny. Cause I'm sorry, besties. I put initials. So I'm going M and S, and I'm sitting here like, who? Okay, so then Moses and Sunny shows up, and then Nell and Chris, honey. And baby, what in the Moulin Rouge does Nell have on? Like, did they make? I think somebody made that. She did not buy that. Did she buy that dress, y'all? What y'all think? Did she go to the little Mexican stores that we have out here in California and get that? What was that? And Chris, you know, he always clean. He had on his little long blazer with the little paisley and all that, looking good. But baby Nell was giving Moulin Rouge. So she introduces herself to Sunny, and Sunny calls her ma'am. And Nell was like, you don't have to call me that, just Nell. And it's like, but baby, Nell, you look like a ma'am. In this moment, right here, you look like you didn't look like no ma'am at your birthday party, but you look like one here. You got your hair half up, half down. You got the kissy curls on the side. You got sequins in red, and you covered up. You got a little boob action, but you covered up, long sleeves, and then you got some black satin added to the dress. It screams, ma'am, honey. We're gonna call you ma'am. You're ma'am tonight. So then Son is like, yeah, you know, we met at Martell's wine event. And I didn't know if that was the one in Huntsville or the one in Atlanta. Not sure which one, but I'm gonna assume Atlanta, maybe. I'm not sure. Uh Nell asked her, you know, well, how did y'all hook up? So Nell is like, I'm going straight in here. I'm going to ask the horses. I'm going to get everything from the horse's mouth. I'm asking. So, you know, you was Destiny's producer. He was Destiny's man. She was like, no disrespect. And so here goes Sunny with this story again. You know, it was a year after leaving the show. You know, I left, you know, Destiny had left the show. And so she says she ran into Moses a few times. And she was like, no, because of the situation. Now, wait a minute, Sonny. What do you mean no? You kept saying that you're not friends uh with Destiny. That's what you said. So what situation are you talking about? Because there should not be a situation if you're not friends. Because people who are not friends don't have situations. So it's kind of like, okay, backpedaling. And she was like, you know, it just doesn't look good. It's messy. Well, it is, because it is. But you don't care. So say that. So here she go. He was persistent. And I didn't want to block my blessing. This could be my husband. And I felt that. And I wasn't wrong. Child. And when you met him, he knew you knew Destiny. Yes. He was dating others when she met him. Uh-huh. Destiny was one, you know, Destiny was out the picture. So Huntsville people, the Huntsville people, they thought that him and Destiny were exclusive. And so Moses is over there talking to Chris about moving to Huntsville and buying property investments and stuff like that. So then we go back to Nell. And so she's like, you didn't cross Destiny? And she said, no, I was here in work mode. You know, and why does she always go, when I'm in work mode, I'm serious. I got my sweatpants on. I don't wear no bra. I got on a white t-shirt with no jewelry on. And I put my hair in a ponytail and I'm wearing my Vans because I'm about my business. Why do you have to keep telling us about that? So, where am I? Sorry, y'all. I'm coming. Oh, okay. So, work mode. Got it. I wasn't side-eyeing nobody's man. So Nell is like, ma'am Nell, it's like, y'all never went to eat together? It was like, where did you get that question from, Nell? Where did that come from? So she was like, in the past, and Sunny's past is last year. Her past, she can't go no further. So let's stop saying past, because you're making it seem like years and years ago. Your past, you could just say last year. So just say, yes, we went out to eat last year. So she explains Destiny invited her to her birthday gathering. And he was there, but she wasn't paying him no mind. There were others there that she knew. So she was just, chilling. And, she was like, I don't move that way. So Nell says, well, it looks that way. So she says, so no one can tell you I did it. I did that. I did that to them. So people, so who's? I think it was Nell was like, people find love in uncomfortable places, and no, that was Sunny saying that. That was Sunny. Sunny said people find love in uncomfortable places, and so, ma'am Nell, did you try to reach out to her? And so she was like, yeah, it was right before I posted our wedding photos. And so I believe it was 2 days before the wedding when she was trying to reach out to Destiny. We only dated for 90 days, she tells Nell. Nell said, well, it isn't right, but she said she ain't God. And she said, I fell in love. So she said, when you fall in love, you love who you love and you are. And it's just like, and who is she to say anything? That's pretty much she said, well, who is she? But she said, who are you? So it's like, her friend, his ex, that's who Destiny is. So anyway, so Sunny says she knows Nell and Destiny are friends. And so, she was kind of glad that she came and, talked to her like a woman, and she was able to get her side out and all that stuff. And she said all the things so that Nell can go back, because she know Nell gonna go back and tell it. So, so the next scene, Nell is going back and telling it to Stormy, though. They're talking about it. And so Sunny told her that they both tried reaching out to Destiny, and she ignored both of them. And so she chose to go on a podcast to get her revenge. Ooh. And they don't think Destiny is, and so no, so Sunny, not Sunny, so God. So Stormy and Nell, they don't think Destiny is the revengeful type. And they agree that it just looks wrong. It's just wrong, wrong, wrong. And so they're all talking about, you love who you love. It's complicated. And they was like, it's not my business. And they was like, let me go over here and tend to my man. Okay, girl, let me go see about my man too, girl. My man. So, baby, in walks Destiny. And remember, the title of this episode is called Sunny's Destiny Has Arrived. So, baby, Destiny has arrived. She's hugging everybody, greeting everybody, saying, hey, putting the 2 on the 10, because I don't think I've ever seen Destiny that friendly and knowing how to work the crowd. But okay, go girl. And Sunny asks Stormy if she can pull Destiny to the side and talk to her. And I was like, that was so nice of Sunny to just, it's about to be some mess. Is it okay that we talk? I thought that was really nice that she gave Stormy the courtesy and asked if it was okay to do it here in this moment at this gala. I thought that was cool. So, Sunny says, I don't want Destiny side-eyeing me all night and talking all, whispering and laughing. You know how folks do when they in weird company with others. And so she said, I don't want her talking about me all night. Well, you should have married her ex. How about that? You shouldn't have came. How about that? You should have asked Stormy was Destiny's coming. You should have known that they're friends. You knew she was gonna come. Maybe you shouldn't have been there. How about that? I don't go where I'm gonna be uncomfortable. Do y'all, besties? I don't go. It's like, oh, you want me to come? If it's, some if it ain't cool, I'm not gonna be nowhere uncomfortable where I gotta sit here and keep watching you and act like I don't see you, and that's giving you fuel to run all over the place, acting like you just the hostess with the mostest, and because that's ain't gonna do nothing but make me mad, and we might end up fighting. No, I'm not coming. I'm not doing all that. Okay. So she goes over to Destiny and asks her, can they talk? Destiny says yes. Destiny will answer the question, honey. She gives you nothing. So she says yes. So the confessional, Destiny wanted to slap her, but she had to make a better choice because she's growing. So Stormy takes them off to a private room where they can talk. So, honey, I did not like Stormy's approach, besties. Tell me what y'all think about this. Who won? Let's just be petty real quick. Who y'all think won? Well, I know some of y'all gonna say Sunny because she got the man. But I'm not talking about that. We know that. I'm just saying far as wordplay and who had the best comebacks and who was holding their own in this debate. Because we know it shouldn't have happened, right? You need to be talking to him? That was that on that. I don't know why Sunny is inserting herself and she ain't even got the gift of gab to even go toe to toe with Destiny. I totally think Destiny was running this the show here. Totally. Sunny was losing every time she said something. Boom, boom. She was just losing. Strike out, strike. She was losing. So Destiny is in therapy, I believe, and so she's has to do better. So they go into the room. So here goes Sunny. I tried to reach out to you and you didn't respond. That is not how you start off. That is not how you do it. I don't get involved and get into entanglements and all this stuff, but I know that's not how you start off. I believe Sunny should have started off being apologetic to Destiny. I am sorry for everything that has transpired. I'm going to do, I'm taking my accountability. I know this looks messy, but I just, because I really think Destiny was not ready to have the conversation. And when someone is not ready, it's just not going to go well. But this wasn't going to go well no matter what. If it was 5 years from now, 20 years from now, it's just a mess. And so telling somebody, I tried to reach out to you and you didn't respond. So Destiny said, what did you want me to say? And so the Sunny says, nothing, but I didn't expect you to go on a podcast and speak about it. Why did you say nothing? Why did you say nothing, Sunny? You tried to reach out. She asked you, what did you want her to say? And you said nothing. But I didn't expect you to go on a podcast and talk about it. No. That was not the right answer. You were supposed to say what you would have said had she answered the phone. When you called her, you were supposed to say what you would have said if she would have answered that phone call. That's what you were supposed to say. So Destiny's like, why not? I'm a public figure, honey. I said, tell her. I am a public figure, honey. Why wouldn't I talk about my public life? So Sunny was like, no, you're not, or something like that. She said, you're no longer taping, so no, you're not. And I like how Destiny said, just because I'm not on the show, I wasn't on the show, doesn't mean I'm not a public figure. And I was like, Sunny, you are intelligent, right? You do know that. Just you are still, if you are an electrician, and let's just say you stop doing it, you don't stop being an electrician. You're going to always be an electrician. Just because you learn how to ride a bike and you don't have a bike anymore doesn't mean you don't know how to ride a bike. Duh, Sunny, duh. She is a public figure. She made her life public, regardless if she's here or not. Like Nene Leakes, she is still a public figure. Just because she's not on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she is still a reality star. You don't stop becoming one because you stop filming. Anyway, did you guys like the video? Or are you liking the video? And did you hit the like button? Did you hit that little thing? It's free. It's not going to cost you. Did you subscribe? Please hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button so you will be notified every time I make a video. So, so she said, you chose to go to the public instead of talking to me. And so she said, you didn't choose to talk to me about being in a relationship with my ex. I reached out to you 2 days before your wedding. It doesn't matter. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? If it did not matter, Sunny, you wouldn't be here now talking to her. It does matter. So this is the stuff that gets you beat up. I ain't lying. This is the stuff when you come and grab me to want to talk, but you're not talking. You're talking at me and you're throwing jabs. So when you get knocked out, when you get, you know what I'm saying? This is why, because you're not talking. You're not talking. So it doesn't matter. I still reached out. Then this Sunday said, then you let a lot of time go by before you went on the podcast, and you met with him earlier, and you had a lot to say about me and him. And Destiny was like, rightfully so. You can't be shocked by that. And I love that. She was like, rightfully. I have a right to speak on this. And you cannot be shocked that I'm speaking about it. Everyone is speaking about it. The Huntsville people are talking. So Sunny's like, well, if you wanted to have a real conversation, and Destiny was like, well, why would I want that? There ain't nothing real about this. Oh my God. Man, Destiny wins again. Destiny wins again. It's like, you can't, you gotta strap your boots on, Sunny. Destiny is not here to play. She got every right to be mad at you, and you are not saying nothing. You're not winning. You are not winning, not at all. So Destiny said, let me say it again, y'all, because that was real right there. If you wanted to have a real conversation, why would I want to? There ain't nothing real about this. Confessional. I'm not trying to be nasty with her, but she's trying to pull it out of me. Shut up, Sunny. You was nasty at that Carlos King podcast. You was nasty then. You every time we've seen you, you was nasty when you was talking to Kimmy and Tisha. You was a little on the nasty side. You have been nasty. Yes, you have. You was nasty when you talked to Moses, asking about what she had on, and yeah. You could tell she produced that. Everything he was saying, she produced that. He rehearsed because he said the same thing over and over. She trying to pull it out of her. Girl, you ain't even talking about nothing. So here go Destiny. When did y'all get together? Destiny like, cut the crap. When did y'all get together? July, August. And so Destiny said, oh, we were still together. Girl, and so here go Sunny. Girl, he had a whole nother girlfriend. He was in a whole different situation. And so Destiny said, well, what does that say about you? I said, oh, man. Oh, Sunny, get out of there. Go. It's time to go. You just not strong enough for Destiny. Hold on, Destiny. You can't win. You can't win. Destiny is on you. So Destiny says, so were you a side chick to his girlfriend? No, they were done. That's when we exchanged numbers. You was a side chick. So Sunny tells Destiny she was a side chick. So Destiny says, no, I think Destiny said that to her. And so Sunny said, B-I-T, beep. I ain't never no side chick. And so Destiny says, I'm not your B.I. beep. And so she said, this whole situation is foul. No other way to paint it. But what I don't like is that, you tried to drag my name. This is what Destiny is saying. She tells Sunny, you said I was a side chick to this man. And that's so untrue. Sunny said you were. You were with him when he was married to his ex-wife. And she said, girl, she said, so Sunny also said, continued, she said, they were together since he was 17. Desi says he was married to her and divorced her while he was in prison. She had no contact with him then. So that would not, she was not a side chick. Now, was he dating women more than one? Of course. Because I don't think in Moses' mind, I don't think he and Destiny were exclusive. He's fine. So you know he has many. Let's not get that twisted in a knot, honey. That man is fine. Oh yeah, he has many. So can we cut the crap about the side piece? Just he was dating. Do y'all understand what dating means? So Desi said she didn't have no contact with him then. Sunny said when you were dating him, he was in a full relationship. Desi says when she met him, they were both single. Sunny, he's blowing smoke up your beep. Sunny says, but you've been off and on for 15 years. He was with his other on and off. I was like, okay, that was good. That was good, Sunny. That was good. That right there, that was good. He was like, but your on and off relationship with him for 15 years. He was in another on and off relationship. Okay, that's his business, Sunny. So Destiny said 15 years you wasn't there, so don't start spreading rumors and lies. Exactly. Destiny tells her she was a side chick. And she was like, to who? You? Oh, you broke girl, side chick to you? Destiny asked, was we not together? Sonny asked, didn't you say y'all was broken up 5 months before on that podcast? Sonny trying to get out of that. She can't win. She can't win, and she's trying to get out of that entanglement because it's pretty much just saying Moses had plenty of chicks he was dating. You had to get in where you fit in, and that was that. And Destiny chose not to stop messing with him. She was on his roster for 15 years. Okay, so then Sunny says, either way, I'm the wife, and shows off the ring. Oh my God. Okay, girl. Okay, go off. Go off. Go off. Go off, Mrs. Moses. Go off. Go off. Go off, Mrs. Moses. Go off. Here come Destiny for the win. You won. You play stupid games. You win stupid prizes. I was like, okay. I'm so tired of hearing that. But yeah, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. He's sleeping with everyone in St. Louis. So Destiny is out. She like, I can't do this no more. And so Sonny's like, not now, sweetie. That was on your timeline. So they do a back and forth about him cheating. My man, he don't cheat because I be with him every day. And Destiny's like, oh, what does that say about you? He's fooling with everybody. So Destiny said, I don't have time to talk to dummies. Then Stormy comes because they probably getting activated and getting a little loud. And so Stormy's coming to kind of diffuse and just kind of calm them down. And Destiny is out the door, gone. She can't do it. So Sunny was like, it's good, it's good. So Destiny is like, I need a drink. And she runs into Martell. And so, he all like, you all right? And he like, I need you as my bodyguard because, I'm about to slap a bee. And so Martell is like, well, if you got to slap a bee, slap a bee. So Sunny is over there telling Moses, she was like, interesting. So he was like, how did it go? As he's shaking his head. Boy, you need to be cool because That girl is fighting for you. And she shouldn't be. She should not be. And as her husband, you should not have allowed her to go talk to Destiny. You should have protected her and said, boo, we don't need to go talk to her. It's over. You try. She blocked you. Let it go. That's what you should have told Sunny, Moses. You are her protector now. You over there like a little boy hiding behind his mama. That's what y'all give, mama and son vibes. Do you guys agree, Bestie? You don't have to, but that's just, I get that because every time he always with the big eyes, like he hiding. Yeah, I don't know, Sonny. Your man, I don't think he probably ain't gonna change, honey. I just don't think so. He just a hustler. He done lost time being in prison and he wants to, he's activated. He want to hustle. He's a hustler. And you the right person for him, but where is the love? He did not protect you. But y'all on the right show because there's a whole bunch of husbands that don't protect their wives on this show. Moving forward to the next scene. So he's shaking his head. So she just throwing jabs. She's a side piece. She's a side chick. Y'all wasn't broke up. You dropped so she was like, oh, here goes Sunny. She get activated when she around Moses, and that's it. So she gonna say, you dropped the ball and I picked it up and scored. I was like, well, I like that a little bit for a different situation, Bessies. Don't come for me. I like that for a different situation, but it's like, the girl feels like she won. He was dating others, but you can do that when you're single. And clearly he was honest to her about it. He was honest about it. But baby, Sunny said, Destiny dropped that ball, honey, and she picked it up and scored. So you are saying that you guys had a relationship stronger than just producing because you picking up people's trash. Okay. And so since she talked to you and talked on that podcast, I felt like she could talk to me. And so Destiny says, she tells Martell they are a match made in HE beep, opposite of heaven. They're a match made in opposite of heaven. Hope they're happy. And so Destiny's like, why are they here? Like, why are they even here? Like, they don't know nobody. They just sitting over there looking crazy and everybody's looking at them, like, why are you here? The Huntsville people, honey, the Huntsville people. So Sunny is over there and she tells Moses, like, the party is cool and all, but let's go. These sandwiches are nasty. Ciao. So they get up. Sunny gets up with her red raincoat dress on. And they walk out. Get your son, girl. Get your son and y'all leave. Go home. Or to the hotel. Okay, so Ken is hecka staring at Martell, hecka hard. And it's like, don't start that mess. He is so, oh God, don't do it. And so he said he gonna talk to Martell. So Martell has on this long blazer. He looked cool, like a little suit jacket kind of thing. And so he's not modeling. He was like, this dad bod is not doing it. He told Ken, if I had your body, I would be doing it, but no. So Ken and Trisha, they modeled the body glaze. They do okay. And she was saying that she was talking to Ken through her teeth. And he was telling her it's almost over, just hanging there. He was encouraging her. And I'm like, talking through your teeth, you do talk through your teeth. You do that normally. So what was any different than now? You talk like your jaw is wired. You talk like your teeth are together, like you can't open your mouth. So I don't get why she said she was talking to him through her teeth. You talk to everybody through your teeth, Trisha. Okay, so Nell tells Destiny what she talked about with Sunny. They comparing notes. Destiny says Sunny sat next to Moses at their birthday dinner. And it was only 6 people at the table at Destiny's birthday. So remember, Sunny said that it was a whole bunch of people there and she wasn't tripping off of him because she was talking to other people that she knew. And Destiny says Sunny did this to her friend's sister back in high school, you know. And so Destiny pretty much says Moses chose her to hurt her. So Moses chose Sunny to hurt Destiny. When he pulled, like when she pulled away from him, yeah. So it can, and so in the confessional, Nell says Destiny is hurt. She has feelings for him, and she didn't see this coming. And so Destiny is, she starts crying a little bit, and she said, because he was my friend. And so, Destiny was like, life will go on, life will go on. And it's sad because this is a part of life, child. It is. And my advice is don't give no man that amount of time. 15 years, and he meets this girl and married her in 90 days. What does that tell y'all, besties? That don't give no man that amount of time not married. Don't do it. You done taught him everything that he wants and needs, and he went and found it. He married Sunny in 90 days, y'all. 90 days. But Destiny has been on and off with him for 15 years. Stop spinning the block. Stop spinning the block with people. Cut it. When it's done, it's done. Move on. That man married Sunny in 90 days. Of course, after growing up and getting a divorce from, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, that's where Destiny went wrong. So Stormy is at home chilling. Talked about how the gala was cool. It was a lot of work. It was cool. And little boy Chase is running around the house. She's teaching him how to water the plants. So Courtney comes in and she's sitting down with the babysitter. And Courtney comes in and says that he just came back from the warehouse and he said the police looking for you. And it was like, she was like, what? And he was like, yes, 2 cops was looking for you. And it was like, I need Courtney to be a little bit more emotional, a little bit more hyped up about the police looking for your wife. He just like he's saying it like, by the way. No, I think he said that they didn't give him no information, but that's her husband. They can't give the husband a spouse information. And it just seems like you would have called her while you was at the warehouse. Why did you wait to come home? Like you should have been like, hold on, y'all, let me call her. You know what I'm saying? Like that seems a little weird. So anyway, she calls her. He was like, call the lawyer, call your lawyer, see what's going on. So she does, and the lawyer tells her she has 2 warrants out for her arrest. One is for harassing communications, and I think that's exactly what Martell has his warrant for. And disorderly conduct, because remember I told y'all this is the blogger, the content creator that's looking for her, want to get her order and make some orders, and pretty much she being nosy. They call her the stalker. And Stormy cussed her out. So that's where the disorderly conduct comes from. Not sure what the harassing communication, but maybe that was the cussing out too. Maybe that was okay, the loud cussing and acting like you finna fight. Maybe all that was there. So clearly this stalker is a millimeter, and she was making videos and went to all 3 locations looking for Stormy. And it's just like these millimeters are, some of them, not all of them, but some of them are a mess. Some of them are very, very activated about Melody, and they mean business. So I think the charges got dropped. I think they got dropped. But still, like, I just felt that was weird how Courtney was just all, oh, by the way, the police came looking for you. Excuse me? And you know how I liked how he protects Stormy. It just seems like maybe he don't fool with the police, child. Maybe he just be like, I'm good. Maybe he done time in prison and be like, I don't fool with the popo. And I'm no Courtney. I'm not saying you did. I'm just adding to why you just was so like, oh, by the way, maybe it's just a trigger in you. I don't know. Being a black man, the police in the South, I don't know. Not my circus, not my monkey. But besties, let me know what you rate this show. It was good to me. I'm gonna give it a B. I say a B plus. Destiny was holding her own, even though she was in a losing fight, but she was holding her own nonetheless. She had wordplay. She came, she asked what she wanted to ask, she said what she needed to say, honey. Boom, bam, boom. Okay, besties, I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.